I'm gonna jump on real quick and take over. Zhang, you're actually muted. Just saying.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. All right, there we
Thank
go.
you.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Hi, everybody. I probably muted because I'm coughing. I'm still coughing, so my sincere apologies if I cough. I'll try to mute before I cough. Um, what you see here is our new temporary office that we got after moving out of our previous office. Um, so it's very cozy, but very clean and it's nice. Um, yeah, Michael does exist. Let me get to the meat of it. Today is gonna be probably gonna be one of the most difficult days of my life. Um, that today's gonna be our last live stream. Um, I'll tell you the entire story. But um, from a company perspective, unfortunately, we'll no longer be able to continue with our venture. Um, and um, it happened very abruptly. Um, so we do have to what's the best way to put it? Sort of close down the company, um, but if make sure to watch until the end of the show if your time is okay. Um, I've been very stressed out, so, especially recently. So I'll tell you what happened. um, so I went to Korea. Uh, we were working on what we call our phase two of um, of iiRcade. Basically, we were ready to expand, and we had a very very big picture. I'm sorry. We had a very very big picture that we're trying to make happen. That was the reason why I was in Korea for about 2 years. Um, and we made this picture happen. It was really really awesome. And in order to make this happen, of course, we were going after investment at the same time, um, because to make a big dream happen, investment is vital. So we were working on it. Good news is that, it was one of the most difficult times to get a funding in history of mankind, I think. Um, Nobody had money. Everybody was so protective, and nobody was investing, basically. We were fortunate enough to, at the time, get some investor commitments. So we had some investor commitments happening, and everything was great, going great. And I was planning to return home so that we can um, sort of finalize our launching of phase two. And right before I left from Korea, I think I came back in early May or something like that. So right before I came back from Korea, one of our investors ran into some financial issues, or to say, ran into some issues, and said could they had to back out. And in order for us, or our investment sort of, there's like sort of investment consortium group. In order for that to pass, uh, right, we needed that investor. Now, this investor backed out because of their internal reasons. We had to find a replacement. And we had several conversations going on in US at the time. So I came back as planned, and I talked to the investors whom we've been working with. And other than we had one investor that we decided to partner with to fill in and make this investment happen. everything was that conversation was going extremely well as also well. Unfortunately, very last second, they also had to back out because of internal reasons, and um, this was very recent, and um, now we sort of ran out of time, so we did not have a time to find another replacement. So this is where we had to make a decision, a very difficult decision um, of of this, right? Now, let me go over with you a couple of things. Number one, sorry, sorry for that. Um, Number one, we are going to be going through the bankruptcy procedure, and as part of the bankruptcy procedure, the assets will be sold. Assets will be sold off, and as soon as we file, um, what is it? As soon as we file, we become hands off. But the assets will be sold off, and we're told that when we are filing, we have we should we are as you said we can we're allowed to keep our servers still up and running. I'm sorry. My sincere apologies for that. My health is not good right now, so I'm sorry. So looks like we're gonna try to keep our server running as long as possible, and from then on, it's up to the trustees to make a decision on what needs to be done. But when selling off the assets, I think they'll probably keep it on. Um, Let me. You're a family. We've been. iiRcade is all about making this dream happen together with you. So you you've been part of the part of the journey. Sorry about that. You've been part of the journey since day one. So I want to give you a little picture of what our phase two is all about. Um, it was really awesome. This is one of the reasons why I'm so disappointed right now. Um, Phase two was about what we call seamless gaming experience. So let's say, for example, when you're on, um, basically, you'll be able to play iiRcade no matter where you are. You'll be able to access your iiRcade no matter where you are. That was the picture. Um, and so let's say, for example, you're playing your game on your iiRcade in your house, and you need to go out of the house. Um, maybe it's better to just show you. I'll give you a quick demo. This is my phone with my gaming controller on it. I have iiRcade installed on my phone. And with all my games, let me launch this real quickly. So I'm launching my Warrior Blade, put my coin in. So you would have been able to have this kind of experience where you're taking your game from your device to undergo to another place wherever you are. You had access to iiRcade, your iiRcade game. Um, that was the dream, and as part of this, we did have a huge contract with really big partner happening that would have allowed us to get all right a lot of users. I mean, tremendous number of users. Sorry. Sorry about that. Along with the big partner in gaming industry, the gaming partners that you've been all talking about. And we were going to launch this phase 2 with one of the biggest gaming companies partners, new gaming company partner. And this had to fall through at the last minute. So very, very disappointing, and I'm really bummed out. But anyway, now let's bring Michael on. I cannot do this.
I almost did it myself. I was very close. Don't worry.
Yeah, I cannot do this by myself.
All right. Yeah. So I guess I'll talk. Do you want me to talk? Do you want me to full screen myself? Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, John, you're in the background, just so you know. Mute yourself if you cough. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Hello, everybody. Right. So get to see my ugly mug one last time, right? At least for now. So there we go. Had to play you out with the Game Days intro for once because I wanted to get that out one more time. But yeah, so unfortunately, like John said, we are going to have to close up shop. It's been a couple months we had our investor fall through a few months ago for our Series A. And after that, it's been a ride ever since then, basically, right? So we had to halt a lot of projects. We've been working on a whole lot of stuff in the background that we haven't been able to release to you guys yet, unfortunately. And it just sucks because it's not going to see the light of day now, which really sucks. Zhang showed you part of it, and that's only a small portion of it. We've been working on other bigger projects as well, too. But it is what it is, right? So that's how it goes. We thought that we had other things lined up potentially, too. Those fell through. And until a few days ago, last week, honestly, we had something lined up that we were almost certain was going to happen, 99% sure, and then it just fell through at the last minute. So that's how things go sometimes. It is what it is, right? So yeah, it sucks. It's not a fun time for us, of course. It's bad, right? It's bad all around, but it's okay. It's not all. We got some silver linings coming up. We'll talk about in a bit here. But yeah, as far as things go, we'll talk about things with the servers, with your games that you purchased and stuff too. We'll get to that in just a little bit here too. But beyond that, here, let me bring Zhang. You're still on, by the way. There you go. But yeah, so beyond that, we'll do some Q&A a little bit later here too. I do have a video to show you guys. Zhang, do you want me to get to the video now, or do you want to do some other stuff real quick?
No, go for it.
Okay. All right. So we'll walk a little bit about, I made a little video, a little postmortem, right? Here we go. So just the things that we've done for the past couple of years. So the one thing that I do want to say is that we are super proud of what we've achieved in the past 3 years now, right? 3-4 years, which is awesome. The product's only really been around for 2.5, but we've been here for a little more than that, right? So about 3, and Zhang longer than me for about 4 years, right? Working on this, which is awesome. So we'll cover a little bit about things that have happened, right? So the progress that we've made, and you guys can see how far we've come in just really 2 years, honestly, since release, which is pretty amazing. We're super proud of it. My dream, at least my goal joining the company too, was to join a console company, right? That's really what we are at our heart, right? That's why we named it. This is an iiRcade is an arcade console. That's what we've always been. Never been anything more, never been anything less, right? So that's what we've kind of stuck with. That's what we are. It's amazing. So we're pretty proud of the fact that we actually got to, in the gaming space, at least that for some small point in time, at least, right? We're still a blip on the radar that iiRcade came to fruition. We released the product. We met the goals and everything like that too. We've been able to release games on this amazing platform, add features like online play, global leaderboards, connect you all to meet the community. So it's been a driving factor this entire way. And I'm just proud that we've made a gaming console, and that's always been a life goal of mine too. And Zhang, of course, has since the start has always said that this is his goal too, right? So we wanted to give people an alternative way to play, but I think Zhang best talks about it in the video himself. So let's go ahead and roll that right now.
Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Zhang with iiRcade Live.
It was very difficult, but we found a sweet spot where we're able to make it so that playability is very comfortable.
With full HD quality graphics, 80 watts of very powerful cooling power, and compatibility very space. Phone to our speakers and try listening to it, and the sound is amazing. Sound is really amazing. Ta-da! Yesterday, we tested our first shipment from Korea to actually Chicago. I'm so glad that today's Friday. This week was hard. This week was very, very hard.
And today we're announcing the official Kickstarter launch of iiRcade will go live.
I loved it. It looks amazing. Many YouTubers, awesome YouTubers, have done posts on our FCC review, and they have some great information. So I would strongly recommend watching them. So everybody, let's be happy and let's have fun today. Woo! Yeah!
Now, I wanted to give you the power to be able to track our ship.
Very first iiRcade arrival. This is a milestone. What do you think, Michael?
We're going live. We're in the wild. We're almost there.
Let's do this.
This is iiRcade, an upright gaming cabinet that combines retro gaming experiences with modern technology.
And with that, we'll see you on Friday. That's all, folks. Woo!
And so think about that too. That was literally December 2nd. So almost exactly a year ago is when we got the first person who had it shipped to their home, which is amazing. So to think that this is where we're at in a year from now, right?
But our booth was like really, really popular, which I was really glad to see.
Round one, fight!
And I think the team is probably gonna continue adding a lot more stuff into it. So we're gonna have some fun with it.
Always fun to reminisce a little bit and see where things are and what's still kind of current things maybe coming up, right?
Hello, everybody. My name is Jung. I'm the CEO of iiRcade. I started this company because I'm a huge gamer. I'm a gamer of 40 years myself, and I am in love with gaming. Ever since I was young, I was a huge gamer, and I used to go to local arcades all the time, spend all my allowances on playing games, and thought when I grow up someday, I want to have an arcade at my house. However, I wasn't able to make that happen because these arcade machines were very expensive. So I decided to make my own machine and found out that there were so many others who were looking for the same. So I decided to start iiRcade so that we can make this happen for everybody.
All right, there we are. It's fun to see the young Zhang. It feels like a decade ago at this point, doesn't it?
I can't believe I got this old in about a couple of years.
Yeah, you're super quiet right now, by the way. You got to speak up a little bit.
I am?
But yeah, there we
Okay,
go.
sorry. Yeah, I coughing. So, by the way, one other thing I forgot to mention is that one of the reason why we put our devices on one sale has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
We had formed a very, very strong partnership with an amazing cabinet manufacturing company, And this we were going to be very nimble. We were going to be able to put up a lot of amazing differentiated cabinets with varieties and things, all made in USA and customizable and things like that. It was going to be really awesome. In order to make this happen, we put the remaining Retromania cabinets on sale, so that we can launch the products from this new partnership. And we put the games on sale because our family members asked for game sales, especially for those people who are joining new with the Retromania cabinets that were on sale. So that's why we put the games on sale. This has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Just as an FYI.
Yeah.
Right. But that brings me back a lot of memories, Michael. Thank you for creating this video. It means
I know,
a lot
come
to me.
together real fast there, but yeah, I wanted to do a little journey. And you guys, there was so much footage from like different videos and YouTube stuff that I found last night too, going through all this stuff, clipping it together. I was like, man, I wish I could have included it all, but it was just so I didn't have enough time, unfortunately, too, because there was a lot of really fun stuff. So, but it's been fun to see, you know, especially for me going back through the like last night, especially watching these videos and stuff too. It's been fun to see our journey and stuff like that through time. It just feels like it's so long ago at this point, right? It's in the matter of 2-3 years. It's been incredible. I'm super proud again of what we've accomplished so far too, because even though you guys might not see it on the front end all the time too, on the back end, the day-to-day, all of our teams, all of our engineers and stuff, shout out to them because they've done a fantastic job making the system, honestly, too. The things that we've had to go through, the things that we've had to think about that I've never thought that I'd ever have to think about and logic my way through, all the developers, all the publishers, everything like that too, marketing, media, all this stuff too, seeing it all come together and having to be a part of it every single day too. It's exhausting, but it's so much fun in the end too. So I'm glad that I've gotten to do this. So yeah, it's been good, but there are silver linings, of course, too. We'll talk about what's going to go on with the life of the cabinet at this point, right? Let's go into that, John, right? So we do have somebody else backstage, too. We'll talk about some stuff here. So with the cabinets, of course, we're going to keep the servers on as long as possible. Technically speaking, they're going to stay on until they get shut down by somebody else at this point, right? So which is kind of cool. But officially, to buy games, you have until Wednesday of next week. So if you are looking to purchase games, you can still purchase games. At Wednesday, we will close out the store entirely. However, you will still have access to the store. So you can still log into your account, log in on the machine, download all your games to the machine, do all that, preferably before Wednesday, honestly. But you have until then to purchase games at least too. And beyond that, you'll still be able to access your account essentially until the server gets shut down. When that is about, we can't really say. Probably at least a week, but I don't know. I can't really give you a definite date on that one because I don't actually have one, right? So our best suggestion is to download the games that you purchased to the machine. That still all works and everything like that too. And I'll stay on for quite a bit still. Online play and things like that too, of course, will go away when the servers go away. John, go ahead.
Yeah, well, so one correction. The game should be purchasable as well. But the sales, no, it's continuously purchasable until they shut the server down. The sales will end on Wednesday.
Okay, sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sale will end on Wednesday. So there we go. So this sale is extended past today until Wednesday at least too. That's as far as we've extended it. Beyond that, yeah, do make sure. So once the games are in your cabinet, though, of course, nothing's ripping them off of your cabinet. They are your digital purchases. So they are there for life. They're yours. Don't worry about that. They're not going to go anywhere. You can still play them. All the games that you purchased over time, you can still play them on your machine, on your iiRcade stock as is. However, to keep the machine going, if you want a little bit more longevity, we have somebody special who we've been talking about a project for quite a little while now too, and somebody in the community who's been taking care of you guys that wants to keep things going. Go ahead, John.
So I want to make sure that the next segment is, I think, really so awesome that I just want to finish this segment first before we move on. I just wanted to say thank you to Michael, who has been amazing. Without Michael, this company doesn't exist. You've been amazing. Love you to death. You're my brother forever. I should trademark this. I don't know. But Michael has been awesome. So I want to say a huge thank you to you. We, like Michael said, we did have a very strong team. We had a small team, but very strong team. Strong engineering team from all over the world. awesome marketing team. If you remember Colin. Colin, if you're watching, thank you so much. Our engineering team, thank you so much. Everybody on the gaming licensing team, thank you so much, which Michael's also part of as well. Michael's has feet all over the place. You're the octopus of the company. But really appreciate everybody, and Michael, really, really appreciate you. I just want to say I love you. I did have one more thing to say if I forget, so I'll say it when I remember. But
Okay, we still have
we
time
do
to
have,
do this too.
yeah, we do have somebody extremely, extremely awesome, and one of the best people we've ever met. One of my brothers. He's my brother, so he's waiting for you. So
yeah, we got a little video to introduce him, of course, too. But keep in mind with this stuff too. So again, make sure that you do download your games to the cabinet, but they're not going anywhere from your cabinet. They're still yours for life there. So if you turn on your iiRcade, it's not going to go anywhere there. So do make sure that you install your games to your cabinet. Beyond that, though, if you do ever want to add additional games or features and stuff to your cab still, because we understand that a lot of you do love the hardware, because of course we made a premium product. We're proud of that one. So there's going to be a way to extend that a little bit here. So let's go into that, and I'll let him talk about it himself after this video here.
Game on.
About 10 months ago, iiRcade and GRS announced a partnership for GRS to manufacture a new control panel for the iiRcade Legacy and Gold cabinets. Now, the GRS control panel here was going to have some enhancements that would be beneficial to the machine. It was going to have 2 joysticks, but with the GRS TOS 4 8-way powered gate switchers, dual spinners, an illuminated GRS trackball, and volcano buttons. And in the case of the Legacy cabinet, we were going to be able to add USB ports, so you could add additional controllers like the GRS Sinden shotgun or the GRS light guns for games like Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt. But now with the recent announcement of iiRcade unfortunately having to exit the market, we want to, we still want to release the control panel here for people who want to have these additional features like the dual powered gate switches for the joysticks, the trackball, the volcano buttons and spinners. But with iiRcade leaving the market, there is going to be less games available to take advantage of that on the stock hardware. So after the release of the iiRcade GRS control panel, I'd like to make some enhancements. I would like to have a module, if the community is up for it, to allow a switchable iiRcade SBC to the new GRS SBC mode. So you can play not only with the original hardware, original games on the iiRcade, but now be able to add additional games and controllers to the cabinet. So you would still have your stock equipment. And here's another enhancement we're going to be having as well. Now, if you did find that the joysticks were in your way using the spinners or the trackball, we designed it so it's easy to remove the joysticks. Put this tool down here and give a couple of twists, and one or both joysticks can be removed. And this way they're not in the way of the spinners or the trackball. I was fine with them, but if you find they're in your way, you can see it, they're easy to take out. Now, there are not a lot of current spinner or trackball games in the current iiRcade library, and that's why I'm thinking about adding some enhancements to my control panel. And that would be a way to switch between the stock hardware and the new GRS SBC we're coming out with. So you can go in mode A, keep everything stock, the screen, the computer, and all the games in the iiRcade library you currently have, or switch to the B mode, and you have access to RetroPie, Battlesauer, or MAME, and my additional controllers. I can see right here, I'm using my brand new Akari Warriors joystick with the 8-direction rotation joystick playing some Forgotten Worlds. You could also add other things like my GRS Flight Yoke or Flight Stick or additional light gun games. Future enhancements will be now built in because you can keep your machine stock and play all your stock games. And as you can see, if you want to go back to playing maybe Rotron 2084 or Battlezone or Crazy Climber, you can add your joysticks back very easy, give a couple of twists, put the tool down, and lock this joystick back in place. So swapping the joysticks in and out, adding different USB devices will be very easy to do in both modes, whether in iiRcade mode or the future GRS SBC mode. You can see right now I am playing Dreamcast and House of the Dead 2, going through my SBC in mode B of the control panel. Now, right now, this is absolutely a prototype stage. The control panel, as it's been advertised for the past 10 months, is ready to go. You get the 2 joysticks, the gateway switchers, trackball, everything we talked about in the past. But I think that with iiRcade now leaving the market, we need to make the iiRcade machine have some longevity. And the GRS SBC kit might be a good enhancement. I'm leaving that up to all of you. We would probably like at least 500 pre-orders for the stock control panel, but we are here to support iiRcade and the community for the iiRcade. Now, when I make a pact with a company, I want to support them as best I can. You can see right here, we did have a lot of parts in here already. We have the dual rotating joystick, gate switchers, illuminated trackball, 2 spinners, buttons, the whole works. But by adding the GRS SBC module in the future, we'll be able to use our flight yoke, or iiRcade Warriors joystick, and even items we haven't even talked about yet that we had in the planning stages for the iiRcade that, well, we will still be able to support if we go with our own SBC. So I'm leaving that up to you, community. First, we would like 500 pre-orders just for the control panel to begin our journey. But would you like the GRS SBC switchable option? Keep your machine stocked, play all the games you already had and loved and paid for on the iiRcade, but also have the additional ability to now add MAME, RetroPie, Batacera. These are things that can come down the pipeline this fall. But it's up to you if you want it. You need to let me know in your comments if you want to continue the iiRcade's journey with the GRS control panel module. Leave your comments down below. And I want to thank you all for watching, and game on.
All right. There we go. And of course, the man here himself, the tech wizard, Glenn, I'll let you take it over.
Well, first of all, it is a somber day, a sad day. But there's one thing I always do is stand by my friends and stand by the community. And you have a lot of people who really love the iiRcade. And I for sure don't want to see the iiRcade just to be, modded out of existence. So my plan here, when I found out about this, we kind of did some testing on it, and I want to make sure that the legacy of the iiRcade and its hardware and the games and the interface, all this stuff still stays there. I know people like modding things. I mod freaking everything all the time, but I always buy 2. I keep one stock, and I mod the other one. So I want this to stay in stock for people who paid for the games, paid for the Dragon's Lair cabinet, looks like Dragon's Lair, and so forth. But unfortunately, this happened at a time where a lot of stuff in my control panel is not going to be usable, like the spinners or the trackball. There'd be less value in adding the control panel. So I think the thing I want to do, again, is I want to make sure that this machine is still relevant going forward. There's a lot of people who spent money on their cabinets and love it. So I think the best way to do that is to put a switching mechanism in there. And I've already been talking about my team. We have all of our ducks in a row. We have the GRS SBC that's already been in testing phases. So basically, you can go up to your machine, turn on, play your stock iiRcade, play your games, play with the interface, everything you have there, like a switch, and you then come over to my SBC where you can load Batacera or RetroPie or other emulators in there and add your other games. And by doing so, you would be guaranteed to work with my flight yoke. You want to play Star Wars games? Well, you can do that. You load them in your SBC, US SBC, and you play Star Wars. You want to play Tron? You have our flight stick. You want to play Pong, like I would do? You have 2 spinners already in there. You want to play Centipede or Marble Madness? We have the trackball in there. And as you saw in the video, we actually had a steering wheel and gear shifter all set up to go up. That's kind of where all those mounting holes were made on the control panel. So we've also put an investment on our side. So, I want to make sure that we can release this to the community. So this is kind of the plan. We've been ready for a while to do the GRS iiRcade control panel for a while, but we're just waiting for the approval. I think at this point now, I think the approval is there. So 1 o'clock today, or they're closer on 1 o'clock Eastern time, we will put a link up for the pre-order for the current GRS iiRcade control panel, and that'll be the 2 joysticks with the TOS GRS gate switchers, the illuminated trackball, the 2 spinners, the 2 joysticks, which are removable, the volcano buttons, the whole 9 yards. That'll be released, and the price for that is going to be $169.99. That's the replacement board to drop in. Now, if we get 500 pre-orders, we'll be able to release it, and at that point, we're already well in progress of making our technology, which will again let you keep everything as it is. It'll be a drop-in little module, and you'll be able to then switch between iiRcade and this SBC. So it's basically turning the closed system of the iiRcade into now a multicade for all of you. Now, it may not be for everyone. Some people did like, being able to just download the games and go forth. So this would require you to obviously load Batocera or RetroPie or something else on there. But the beauty of it is you have one of the best built cabinets out there. That's a fact. That's got a great display in there, great woodworking, solid machine, and you can now keep it going. You can now make this cabinet continue on well past, unfortunately, the current crisis here. And I don't abandon my friends. One company decided to take advantage of that, but it's who I am. I don't abandon my friends. I don't abandon the community that is around the iiRcade. And me and my team are going to still do the same thing. We're going to do this as inexpensive as we can, the highest quality components that I am known for, that my team is known for. We don't sell garbage. We sell top quality arcade stuff as inexpensive as possible. We're doing that here with the control panel, 169, everything we talked about, drop in and go. And the SBC was shooting for around $50. That's the switching mechanism that allowed the monitor, the incredible speakers. And the iiRcade's got incredible speakers. Bring that over, and our obviously controllers going over it between your SBC and iiRcade and ours. And that's kind of what I'm looking to do here. So I'm leaving it up to the community here. We're going to have the pre-order live for the control panel. 500 is what we're shooting for. If we get more, that's great. But at that point, no, it does. I want to see the question. 169 does not include the SBC. That is the controller, as we've talked about for the past 10 months. The SBC and the switching technology and the cables, everything that needs to drop into that to make it I'm going to call it the iiRcade GRS multicade, I guess, at this point.
That's what it is.
$50 on that. And that SBC is a powerful SBC built around the RK3566 chipset. We're going to have USB-C, USB 3.0. We're throwing a ton of technology into my SBC. I want that basically not to be a Raspberry Pi killer, but definitely one that's going to put the Raspberry Pi 4 on notice for inexpensive, high-quality gaming. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you guys. I don't want to see this community collapse. I want the community here to still stand behind the product. These two up here above me, again, I've seen a lot of stuff behind the scenes. They've worked tirelessly. And what happened here recently is very unfortunate, but I can tell you, I found out about it relatively recently, but I know these guys tried very hard and they had some deals going on to the very last minute to really try and make it. It was so close. I mean,
You have no idea.
in which case, like what I'm talking about here is kind of a last minute thing, but I talked to my team. It's very doable. We're well underway in doing it. But unfortunately, I don't want to hold up the control panel because we kind of need that to really judge going forward. So that's why I'm leaving up to the community. If the iiRcade community wants this, we get 500 pre-orders for the control panel, and we're going to go forward with this project. And I'm hoping to have it, by late third, early fourth quarter for the SBC. And I'm going to remember I'm Italian and German. I'm going to shut up.
So Glenn,
Let the guys talk.
Yeah, if people buy the control deck now, or if they pre-order the control deck now, and then they want the SBC added onto it, can they do that?
That's the whole point.
Okay.
So we're designing it so you have your control panel now. You can use it for the games. You can start playing on your legacy cabinets. You can start playing, Operation Wolf, Operation Thunderbolt.
Mhm.
You can use the gate switchers in the games like Burger Time that you need to lock down the gates down in there. And if I correct me wrong, if you have Space Harrier, you can use trackball.
You can, yeah. You can currently still use trackball in Space Harrier as well.
And if you really want to challenge yourself, I know for a fact you can use the two spinners, one for left to right, one for up and down in Space Harrier. So you can really go nuts if you wanted to. But we're designing it so once you have that in late third, early fourth quarter, we come out with this GRS SBC. It'll be connected to your current GRS iiRcade control panel, and you're all set to go. Now, with that being said, we are not limiting the it to 500. I mean, we're going to leave it on our website. People want to purchase it, they'll still be able to purchase it. I'm just saying, just to get this ball rolling, we're looking for 500 to commit to buying the controller. We'll ship that out as soon as they are built and ready to go. and that will confirm the commitment on our side to make the SBC and the technology to keep its stock. Press a button, and then go over and make it a multicade.
Awesome. Yeah, it's amazing. So we'll put that pre-order link too. Later on, we'll put it down below this video as well too. But yes, Glenn is doing this for the community, right? This is 100% not an iiRcade thing too. This is a GRS thing. So like we're just fully in support of it, of course. But Glenn is amazing enough to be doing this for you guys. So if you guys really want this, support your fellow community member even here too, right? So we just want to make games, have fun with them. So if you do want to support this, spread the word on this too. Make sure that Glenn gets this 500 plus pre-orders in so that they can actually do this and bring it to light for all of you who actually want one, right? So if you do want one, make sure that you do pre-order. And that'll be going up later on today, just after this probably.
Yeah, we're shooting around 1 o'clock Eastern time on the T-Sticks website. I'll put a link down below in a second. And it's a pre-order. And of course, we don't charge people until we ship, but it's $169, $169.99, including everything but the shipping. I mean, taxes, we're going to eat the taxes on that. We kind of baked that in to that. And it'll just be the shipping charges depending where it needs to go. And, I'm not sure if you guys shipped worldwide. I'm pretty sure you guys did. But no matter where you purchase your iiRcade from, we want to make sure you can get this. And if you want this technology in the fall to be able to make it to multicade, we want to make sure you can get it. And that's my promise to you guys here. I'm a gamer, and I know I want to still play my iiRcade. I enjoy a lot of games on the iiRcade, and I want to play them as it was meant to be done. But I also want to make sure that you guys get your value out of it and have a future with the machine.
Okay.
Just want to say one thing. Glenn, you guys know Glenn is a very modest guy, right? So he's not saying it, but Glenn is not making any money off of this. As you can see, the price is like incredible. I was surprised, right? So, and Glenn was like, John, what's most important to me is not money. It's you guys. And he wanted to make it happen for you. And that's the reason why he's decided not to make money off of this and give it this at this incredible price. But like Glenn said, right, he needs your help to make this happen. So if we can, right now we have 335 viewers. I know it went over 315. If everybody buys at least one, we're almost there, right? I'm definitely buying a few myself. So reserve some for me. It is really awesome. I've seen it. I've tried it. It's really, really, really awesome.
Well, I appreciate that, but I want us to make sure everyone that's in the chat right now, I just want to make sure you guys enjoy still what you have. I don't want. And this is a really bad situation. I know these guys worked really hard. It came so close, especially being able to take the games, like a Switch. You play at home, and you've had to leave. You go play it on this, and they had other things they're working on as well. So it's one of those things where it was grabbed out of victory was grabbed from the last minute. But no one could deny, anyone who's used the iiRcade, that it's a great machine. The games are fun, and it's a top quality cabinet. And I don't want people just feeling bad about the purchase. I want to make sure people still can enjoy it today, tomorrow, and further on down the road. And as far as money goes, no, we've never did this for the money. We did this because this is something that I would want for myself, and I want my friends and my family, which are people in the community out there, to have it. If we make enough to break even, and so far we've done that. That's kind of what it is. But right now, the point is the fans, the iiRcade fans are treated and kept happy, and that's kind of my goal at this point.
Yeah. So go ahead, John.
Sorry, one other thing that I wanted to mention. This is follow up of what Glenn said. What he wanted to make happen and what we wanted to see happening is the continuation of the legacy, right? So we did not want this to cause a stoppage of iiRcade by going against the law, the rules, I should say, but the rules of the world or rules of life. We thought maybe we can define the actuality, if you know what I mean. So we're fighting against the situation to make sure that iiRcade legacy can continue. And Glenn is making this happen. So Glenn, thank you so much for that. You are really, really awesome. Really appreciate you. And we want it's right. Even though we are going away, you're not. We don't want you to go away. This dream is not something that we made happen by ourselves. We made this happen together with you. So you are also one of the creators and making this happen together. So we may be going away, but we want you to continue. Um, Continue with the awesome shows. Continue having fun. Continue playing the games. We want you to enjoy and love iArcade continuously, even though we, from this side of the world, now only thing that's different is that we're going now to your side of the world so that we can play together with you. We didn't have time to play before, but now I think we should be able to play together with you. So that's the only difference I think that's happening. So please continue on with the awesome shows. Please continue having fun. Please enjoy, and let's continue make this continuously happening. The legacy happening together. That's what I wanted to say.
So a lot of questions to see in the chat too. I'll get to a lot of these here. So first and foremost, the one that I see a lot, at least too. Sorry, I don't know whose one that is, not mine. Anyway, first and foremost, with our particular board on our machine, people who are asking about just opening it up. It's not an option for us to. Our licensing doesn't do that. We've allotted our licensing to our system the way we are a console. We're closed. We're a closed system. We're not allowed to open that up. Either way, we can't do that because we've closed it down ourselves a lot with securities, and we do not have the time to be able to do that, essentially, right? We can't just like undo what we've done overnight. It doesn't work that way. So those of you asking us to just open up our board, we can't do that. However, do remember that the games that you have on there, they're not going away. They're on your machine. They're there. They're not going anywhere. So you can always continue to play them years and years from now, as long as your machine is still functioning, it doesn't have water damage or something from you spilling a couple beers on it. But beyond that, Glenn's board too. I see a lot of questions on this too, right? Yes. So this is going to work. So those of you, just the base version of this, right? Even without the board itself too, does have those USB connectors on it. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I say anything wrong, Glenn, but it does have those USB connectors on it too, in order to access the current Lycan games on the store. So if you do have Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt on a standard edition unit, right, you can actually play those with Glenn's board still. That's all same thing. So those of you who jumped the gun and bought guns and wanted to play those on the iArcade, even though we told you not to, you're still going to have that option with Glenn's board too, of course. But beyond that, what Glenn is doing, of course, to put it in more layman's terms for simples like me, is he will have an additional board that's going to come out later on afterwards that you can swap between. That board is going to be a blank board that you can put on whatever you want, right? Batacera, kind of whatever kind of system you want, honestly. So if you're not, I'm sure there will be plenty of tutorials for this, but if you're not super tech savvy, like everybody, like me included, especially, I'm sure there'll be plenty of tutorials and stuff to teach you how to do that. So if that's concerning you, don't worry. It's going to be very, very easy to do. I promise you that. So just in case, but those of you who already do that, and I know most of you already do that anyway in this community, again, it's simple. Glenn's making it super simple, and his board is, it's got a powerful chip.
And just to make it real clear, because I see some comments in here. So this will be for the legacy cabinet and the gold. So the control panel is a single panel that will work in either unit, and the GRS SPC and switching technology will go on that board. So it will not matter if it's a gold or the legacy; both will be covered.
Yes.
To make it clear to everyone. And again, the control panel $169.99 for that now. We have 500 pre-orders by, I would say, honestly, end of third quarter, early fourth quarter, just because, again, this really happened in the last minute. I mean, this stuff I was talking about for a while, and I didn't want to do this because, we thought everything was going to pan out, and it just didn't. But at that point in time, we'll have a little drop-in module for the GRS I got so long. The GRS iArcade control panel that will put in technology which will take the awesome speakers, the display, and my control panel and swap between the built-in SPC to my SPC. Just press a button, boom, and you're now playing those games.
I wanted to call it Glenn's Magic Deck, but nobody wanted that, so it's okay.
I like the name. Magic Deck.
All right, but I mean, we'll open up to more Q&A too. Glenn, whenever you got to get going, you're fine. But yeah,
I'm okay right now.
No worries. Yep. All right, questions. Let's get to questions. So if you got questions, pop them in the chat. We've covered most stuff, but I know it's a lot to cover too. There's a lot of questions always.
Yeah, I'll say a answer a couple of questions that I
Sure.
see right now. Michael D. So so server will stay on until whenever or if ever the trustee shut it down,
Yep.
right?
It's
This
kind
is
of out of our
for
hands at that point once we hand
yeah,
things over.
yeah. But online gaming, leaderboard, the online store, everything that you see right now. Uh, right now, the current plan is to make it all stay on and hand it over to the trustees as if nothing has happened. Right, so everything will stay on. Whatever happens afterwards, unfortunately, we don't have control over.
We can pretty much promise through a little bit next week, basically, and after that, it's up in the air. So be sure, spread the word, make sure that you have everything installed on your machine directly that you've purchased. And if you are picking up any additional games right now while they're still on sale and stuff too, you can do that and install them straight to the machine. Yep. So just be sure safely by end of next week, make sure everything's on your machine that you want on there, basically too. So
yeah. Also, regarding customer service and warranty, even though some time ago we said we're going to take a break and things like that, we've actually been busting our butt off.
Yeah.
Trying to help with the customer service. So we have been doing that, and it'll probably continue probably until the last day.
Yeah.
So I think probably next week. But we have been serving our customers with customer service. And I think it may have been Ryan who asked this, but Ryan, yes, you will get your import.
Yeah. I mean, we have pending things that are out already in shipping and stuff too. So those are already taken care of. So no worries there. But yeah, so we still will be in the office next week for customer service stuff. So if you do need something, please be diligent on it. If you're watching me right now, please get that email in to contact@iiRcade.com. Let us know. So, and these are for, yes, ongoing issues or new issues too, for those who just got cabs not that long ago too, about a month ago. So be sure to get those in, right? Especially for major issues, right? Like we're not going to, if you got like a single 10 pixel on monitor, unfortunately, there's probably, you might have to get a new monitor at this point. But if your monitor's not working at all, let us know. We will replace that kind of stuff too, especially like if it's under warranty, let us know. Or if the machine came damaged stuff too, let us know as soon as you can so that we can take care of it as quickly as possible too. So, because we have stock, we have things that we have replacement parts and things like that. So yes, we have boards and everything still that we can fix all this stuff. So we're trying to fix it as much as we can. So make sure that you really help us out by getting that stuff into contact@iiRcade.com as quickly as possible so we know.
Yeah,
But as
I got
much
a question for
information as
you. I got a
possible, by
quick
the way,
question.
too, so I
Do you
don't have
still
to troubleshoot all the time.
do
Go
you
ahead,
still
go ahead.
have the tempered glass? Can people still order the tempered glass for their arcade?
We do
Still
still
have
have the tempered glass. Yeah, we have plenty of tempered glass left. Yeah. So if you do want tempered glass, it's true. Yeah, we do ship them out from the office here in Chicago. So yeah, the new office in Chicago. But yeah, they are there.
Yeah. Also, many of our parts are limited in quantities, and
They
we
are,
will
yes.
be serving right in the priority of who needs the most. Like for example,
Yeah.
monitor. If it doesn't work, if somebody has monitor
Yes.
that doesn't work, we'll serve them first. So
Yeah.
just
So
as an
we are
FYI.
limited on parts. We can't sell you these parts, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We need the stock right now that we have. So to make sure that in case of any emergency things like that, like again, if a monitor doesn't work, because sometimes FedEx drops boxes the fun way. Yeah, we replace those first and foremost before anything else kind of. So we are doing priority right now as far as fixes go. So like if your board straight up isn't working, you're on my number one list. So yes. All right. Other questions in the chat.
Glenn, there was a question for you, Glenn.
Sure.
Well, first we have to hit the 500 pre-orders before we can do that. But we've been ready to go. So we have the design, we have all the parts. It's just really have to hit that 500 pre-orders to begin.
Mm-hmm. Other questions I'm seeing. Yeah. So again, make sure you guys spread that word. Those of you who want it, make sure as many people know as possible, because I'm so sorry. I just cracked my knuckle on Mike. Anyway, make sure that you guys help Glenn get those 500 pre-orders in, because he's got to hit that number for his team to produce all those. Remember too. So Thunderstick can actually produce them. Let's see. Yeah, guys, anything like server related, essentially, it's out of our hands. Unfortunately, our hands are tied too on that. Once it ceases from us, we can't touch it. So it gets shut off eventually. That's how it goes, unfortunately. So that's kind of the thing that happens. We're unable to make additional software changes right now too. That's like we can't do that. So Let's see here. Yeah, let's get those pre-orders in today. Let's go. 500 in one day.
I'm going to be number one who's pre-ordering, Glenn. So
Right.
reserve
And
mine.
again, that's just our number to begin this process and work on
Yeah.
the SBC solution. Now, if there were more people order, obviously once we have these going, we'll keep stock of them if anyone wants to order in the future. But that's kind of just the one that kickstart everything going.
Yes. So what's Glenn's link to buy? So once we have the link, I'll actually post it after this live is over. I'll post it underneath in the comments on this video on YouTube. We can put it. I'll put it up on Facebook too in the community group. Not a problem too. And yeah. So I'll get that from Glenn after the show. We'll take care of that and we'll get it out to you guys. So make sure to check the Facebook community page, the iiRcade community. And then also check if you want later on, just check the bottom of this video. I'll put it in there 100%. And then I'm sure other spots too will pop up too. But GRS.com is it right for Glenn's? Is it Glenn'sRetroShow.com or is it GRS?
GlennRetroShow.com.
Well, that is it. But this is going to be at the Thunder6Studio.com. I just put a link down in the chat to the main page.
Perfect. Okay. But yeah, again, we will post those links again later on as well too. But if you need it, Glenn just posted it as well too. Glenn, did you post it?
I did.
Okay. I don't know.
A big crazy link that goes on forever.
Okay.
By the way, guys, you guys are a friend and my brother for life. So we will party together. And this doesn't mean we cannot party, right? Right, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, we'll be around still too. I'll be in the gaming space. I guarantee you. That's what I do. So I'm sure you guys will probably see more of my ugly mug at some point in time. I guarantee it. Unfortunately, you have to deal with me. I'm just here. So, and we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I have other games on deck for you guys that may not release on our system anymore. However, could release on other systems that you currently own. And maybe I want to work with Glenn on those to make sure that we have fun controller schemes to do it. You know, who knows, right? Who knows what the future holds right now? So it's my blue sky phase right now. We'll see. So it's a silver lining, right? Beyond Glenn's control deck being the silver lining for the iiRcade. On top of that too, again, we're happy. We're happy with our amazing console, and we're so happy that you guys have supported us for all these years, actually, too, right? What feels like a decade, honestly, at this point to me and Zhang, looking at that video of the young Zhang, I swear. But it looks like 20 years off your life. It's okay. It's been a stressful ride, but it's been a good one. So, you know, it sucks it has to end this way, but it's okay. Life goes on. We'll continue pushing forward. So, and I'm excited for, you know, bigger and better opportunities that we happen to be falling into later on. So. All right, let's see.
I just have to color my hair, get a little thinner, wear glasses.
I'm not there yet. I think I'm just thinning out. We'll see. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Other questions that you guys see in the chat. Let's see. Anything else I can get to? Otherwise, we're about good here. One more final mega sale on games. No, unfortunately not. But the sale again is extended again for a second time, which is fun for me, right? Until Wednesday this week, or sorry, this coming Wednesday. So the sale is going through Wednesday night, I should say, even too. So it is Wednesday night that this is happening. Yep, for the game sale. So if you are picking up anything or planning on picking up any games that you haven't picked up that you want on the iiRcade itself, go for it. That does still go straight to the developers and stuff like that too. Yeah, so that's why we have to have a cutoff, because we do still have to, pay the developers and things like that too for the game sales that have been going on for the past 3 weeks. Let's see here. Other questions, you guys, that I'm missing? What if I forgot my password on my machine? If you forgot a password on a machine, you can reset it anytime on your account. You go to your account, you go to the device. So accounts, devices tab on the store, and then you go to, at the very bottom, you'll see a remove password. That's what it is. That's where you can remove a password on a machine. Yep. Let me see here. Anything else? Yes? I feel like everybody else is quiet. It's just me here. I'm talking to myself here.
You're doing fine.
Okay. All right.
You got the best voice.
Wow.
Exactly.
I don't know about that. Let's see here. Ready for vacation yet? Maybe. Maybe I might take a little time off soon. We'll see. I got to pay the bills. Let's see here. Still selling clothing. Hats, hoodies, t-shirt. Technically speaking, on the website, yeah, the apparel's still on the website. You've been able to buy this whole time, yeah. So if you do want something, I didn't get a chance, unfortunately, to bring back the summer stuff this year. I'm not wearing one right now, too. I almost wore that shirt today, but yeah, I didn't bring that back. Let's see here. Anything else, guys? No. Okay. Bueller. Everybody's so quiet today. It's fine. All right.
Yeah, here's one other question. Will
Sure.
Riptide Renegade run online games? Yes, it will.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will.
It uses a separate server.
Yeah, if it's running on the developer server like Riptide, yes, it will continue to run online on the machine. Yeah. Really, the arcade ROM games are really what runs off our servers, so those will not. Because unfortunately, that functionality gets taken away. Let's see. Here's a question for Glenn.
Yeah, the graphics. Oh, another one. Okay,
oh, no, a different one, actually. How long is Glenn keeping the control panel pre-order? Specifically, how long do we have to hit the 500? Do you have a date?
You know what? I didn't put an end date on it. So to be quite honest, when we hit 500, we'll ship it. Again, I want to make sure these machines are used and not, put to the wayside. So as soon as we hit it, if it takes a day, it takes a month, takes 6 months, we'll keep it open until that point. I'll probably say if it doesn't happen by 2025, I probably will. I'll probably sniff out the pre-orders.
Let's just hit it today, and then we won't have to worry about it.
And I did see one question here about graphics for the GRS control panel. So the prototype I had did have little rivets on the top. The new one is completely smooth. It's black. So you can add, arcade graphics or Joe Sabos or your own. You can make your own and put it right on top and go for it. I don't include any graphics on top. I think it looks fine in the black myself on my machines, but if you want,
I think so too.
You can definitely add it.
Yeah, I get that people want the full art and stuff too.
Right.
Yeah. Here's a question for us. Will you still be in the Facebook group? Yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, are we closing out the community group? We haven't technically discussed that yet. We can discuss that right here with the community.
Yeah, I think we're right. We were on the creator side, I should say.
Yeah.
But now we're moving over to the other side together with you, so we become one of you.
On that side. I got a lot of power to drop ban hammers on people who run the wrong way sometimes. So we'll see. Yeah, but the Facebook community page it'll stay up and stuff like that too. It's just we won't really moderate it, so keep that in mind too. But again, you guys need to moderate yourselves as a community. Honestly, we try to sit back as much as possible in the community group. Anyway, we try not to do anything and affect anything as much as possible. We have to step in, unfortunately, because sometimes you get some bad apples. But we do try to let you guys work as an actual community. That's what the word community means, right? To work together towards something, right? So hopefully you guys can moderate yourselves pretty nicely and keep it civil. So if not, I'll still be in there, and I can absolutely have the power to drop ban hammers in there. So keep it nice. Keep it nice. But yes, the community will still be there too. So for things like expos and stuff, highly encourage you guys to still meet up. We've got, again, the Cleveland Gaming Classic, even though we probably won't be attending now this year, of course, it's still going on later on in September. That's one of my favorite shows that I go to this year too. And a lot of you guys now in the community are going to be there. And a lot of people from the YouTube space and stuff too. A lot of the content creators will be there now too as special guests too, including yours truly above me right here. So make sure that you guys do stop by the Cleveland Gaming Classic this year, coming up in September. If you don't have tickets already too, again, I go to that show every year too. We've been lucky enough to just get invited every year. They've had us back too, and I've gotten to see them grow every single year. It's amazing. So as far as the community goes, there's stuff going on all the time. So I highly encourage you guys still to use that group and communicate together too for the home arcade space, and get together for events, play some arcade games, meet up in an arcade, meet up in a barcade. Who knows, right? So make some friends.
I did see another question here. I was asking about online play with my SBC. That depends on the emulators that you're running. Some emulators do support that function, and if they do, absolutely, it would be able to work. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's asking, can I password reset can I password protect the factory reset on the cab? Yes, technically, yeah. You have to have all the settings up on your account for when you set the password up. You should have different check boxes of what to block, and you should be able to block factory reset. You can literally just lock the entire machine as well too. That's what I would advise doing if you're that concerned about something like that. I would just lock the entire machine, kind of. Now I'm questioning if you can just block factory reset. That's a great question. I don't necessarily know, but it does block a lot of stuff that might have been overlooked. But yeah, Anyway, I would just password protect the entire machine. Honestly, at that point, if you're that concerned.
Is that like you talk about the parental lock type of password?
Some people just use it for, but I get that like maybe if you have a kid who you want to be able to access the games on the machine, but not to actually obliterate the games on the machine, I can understand that entirely. Totally see that scenario. I can't for certainty say that you can just block factory reset, but I believe that you can. I'd have to look into that one. Actually, it's been a bit since we put those into. But yeah, this one's a question for you, Glenn, too. Will it ship to Canada?
Yeah, you might have missed that part before. So we ship pretty much anywhere and everywhere now. Again, the price includes taxes, not the shipping. So I can't say what the shipping cost would cost to ship it there, or if there's any duties that would be required to go there.
Sure.
But we will ship out of out of the U.S. And China. Those are the two spots we currently ship out of. We have a warehouse in New Jersey. We also have Amazon, but I don't think we'll use them. We'll probably use our own warehouse in New Jersey. But yeah, absolutely. If you purchase an iiRcade, you want to make sure you have the option to continue its legacy along.
Mm-hmm. All right, a couple more questions, and then we will call it a day.
I see another question from Steps Gaming. You want to know if you can use Sanwa sticks. You can. Why would you want to do that? My sticks are just as good or better. But yeah, you could. You could.
Oh, here's a good buddy Colin in the chat too. I wish we had Colin on today. I didn't. You know, Colin, I've been so stressed. I didn't even think about it honestly to just like message you. Colin Trethui himself though. Even though I always say Trethui. So yes, so
Colin,
amazing. And Colin was on the show a little earlier too. Miss you, Colin.
Let me see if Colin can hop on for quick.
What's up, Tim? Yeah, send him a link. Go for it. Here's Steps Gaming question. Okay, let's see. Other things. Let's see. People just got to watch the replay on a lot of these questions too, it looks like. We touched on a lot of this stuff. Can we purchase the deck already preloaded with emulators and games? No.
Basically, it will be an SBC. But the SBC will support pretty much everything. You would need Batasara, RetroPie, other things as well. But that would be up to the individual to preload. Kind of like what we do with our Build-A-Cade right now. We do have Adventures of Robbie Roto, but that's also already on the iiRcade cabinets, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah,
that's probably the only ROM we would be legally allowed to do.
Yeah. All right. we restart the company and bring to market. Look, I don't think we can touch on that question even right now, but yeah, no. If we do, we'll let you know. That's what'll happen on that one. So let's see.
Starting a company is extremely hard.
It's a lot.
You have to risk a lot to make it happen.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, with that, you want to go into final closing thoughts and statements?
Yeah, Colin, I sent you a link. If you want to hop on.
But yeah.
Hop on. I think a lot of people miss you.
Colin's been there before me. He's been there since day one.
Yeah.
Sure.
Colin needs to be on this show. Colin, if you can hop on, I sent you the link.
Let's see. But yeah, the thing again, that video that I played a little earlier too, that barely touches even the major features that we've done in the past 2.5 years now since the machine launched, right? So remember that when we launched, I know that you guys might not remember it too. Here, I'll bring on Colin actually quick before I talk. Yeah, Colin, I'll let him fix his camera and stuff too. There we go. All right. Maybe he's good. Okay, I'll give him a second. And now he's gone black. Anyway, cool. Back to that.
Where did he go?
I don't know. But yeah, that video that I showed a little bit earlier, guys, yeah. There's been a lot of stuff that we've done in the background and on the front end, too, that you guys have seen even, too, that wasn't even included in that video. I mean, things like, oh, man, when we released this machine, we had 36 games on the store when the store released, which wasn't even out on day one when the first shipment went out because wow, the shipment was a nightmare too. Remember, guys, we released during like high peak COVID times too. Bringing up the fun word there. We literally opened up this product, and it's a big product too. We launched during COVID, which shipping was an astronomical feat at that time too. It was a nightmare doing ship updates nonstop. We weren't sleeping. Zhang was dying over here all the time too. We're still trying to figure things out too as a company. Like it was a whole thing. It was a lot. So there was a lot going on back then too. Released the store, 36 games at that point too. About 2-3 weeks into after people had actually gotten their machines. And then now we've hit, I mean, in the first year, we hit over 200 games, and then we're at almost 400 games on the store right now. And then, it's been a thing too. It's unfortunate because we were in a very good upswing earlier this year, and we were planning on continuing that right about the time that we talked about the GRS control deck actually too. It was actually a good time right then. And that's right when we kind of hit a wall right there too, with somebody pulling out last minute, which kind of caused fun chain spiral of things that here we are. But yes, here we go. Colin's ready?
Ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, here he is. Woo, Colin.
Countdown. The big countdown. Can you hear me okay, guys? I'm just on the phone.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my God, we missed you a lot, Colin. How have you been?
Oh, geez. Well, what a great silver lining. I was very relieved to hear that. I know you guys have had to keep everything really virtually silent, even to the point where we didn't know on the marketing and PR side as well. So yeah, that's Glenn. I wanted to thank you for keeping it going. Just amazing. Yeah, we're going to order a couple here on our end, and yeah, super exciting. And John, you look actually quite healthy and young, despite what you've gone through for the last
thank you.
couple of years. I know you're the work you've had to do over there, and it's awfully frustrating being that close. It's like the Stanley Cup analogy where it's so hard to get to that final series, and when you even though you've accomplished so much, you don't lift the cup. You feel like you've missed something, but it's unbelievable what you've done to get that far. Sorry to throw in the hockey analogy with the Canadian background, but
no, thank you. You're right. We were very, very close.
And Michael too, just amazing. But I'm so relieved and happy that it's going to keep going. And I wasn't positive about the downloaded games. I'm thrilled that those are permanent. It's still kind of the talking point when people walk into my house. It starts every conversation. So I love that we can still keep playing all the legacy existing games that we have on board. So yeah, thanks guys.
Cool. Thanks for stopping by, Colin.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, for sure. That was a pretty long spiel.
That was awesome.
But yeah, and the community, my gosh, amazing. Yeah. You can just see in the comments here, if this was most companies, it would not be this very supportive tone. Everyone's always been supportive and part of the community. So that's so great to see, as always.
Did you see the video that Michael made that we played about?
Yes, I did. Ago? Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
I had so much video of Colin last night too to sift through. I was like, oh man.
No, I mean, it was nice to. It was really, really exciting to be part of that whole process. I've never been in the PR side of things for I think about 14 years now, and never done a launch like that where it was kind of live as it was going out, which is a great idea, John. And I thought it was really great, and I think the community kind of connected with that whole. Your transparency from day one's been just amazing too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed everything. Colin's done fantastic work, and as you know, he was in the live session together with me when we were doing it some time ago, and it was a lot of fun. I was actually hoping to make the announcement for our phase 2 together.
Yes, right.
Us people in here, we make the announcement here together, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and boy, John, I must say, you sure know how to throw a party. Some of those events were incredible. So keep that party spirit going for sure.
Thank you. I was hoping to do another karaoke during our next game in Brunei, but
yes, yeah,
maybe someday, because I want to see Glenn drunk as well. So
yeah, I missed that last one.
We really wanted to drink with you. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any more questions?
No, but I do want to put this comment up actually too from Mark. All of these characters are in Heavy Metal Titans available on Steam now.
Oh man,
I
that's
will
right.
still plug Heavy Metal Titans. Yeah, even
No
though we
one's
didn't get a chance
beaten
to
me yet,
release
He's a
it.
by
bad
the
guy.
way. Not one person has beaten me. I've taken you all out.
So in case you guys didn't know, this is made by one of your fellow iiRcade community members here, right? So shout out to Renzo if he's watching right now too. So yeah, the game is officially released on Steam as of yesterday, right?
Yes,
So if you do want to see,
$14.99, I believe.
$14.99. I bought mine.
yeah,
I strongly ask for everybody's support on this awesome game. This was really made with you guys in mind. So,
And shout out to Chris Williams too.
yeah,
I've got
Billy
my,
Rango.
Rango's in there for sure too.
I
Yeah,
actually have my cape and the closet behind me here.
and Warhorse, yeah, Cage Washington too. It really shows though too, like a game like this, especially too, for Renzo to make this, it's special. It's special to us, you know, just because it's literally just based. It is a community member, somebody who literally bought our product and liked it and became part of the family, part of the community, and then decided, you know, hey, I want to make a game and put other people from the community and stuff in it too, put us in it too. We're lucky enough to be in it too. It's amazing. So it's just it's a very special thing for us too. So
More than honored, to be honest.
It's been a wild ride. So you know. All right.
Whenever somehow you want to beat up Glenn, here's a really good way to do it. But you gotta play until the end to play.
You got to beat my dragon. He ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry. Smokey's gonna take you all out.
I'm looking forward to it. But do we have any more questions?
Just like the pre-order link, I keep seeing a lot too. But again, we'll post that, guys.
Yeah, I just found out. I guess my main guy there, his brother is married or just got married, so they're probably drunk as a skunk. So it might be a little delayed, but I'll send you out the link. We're supposed to go live at 1:00 today, but I think they're
will get it though.
partying a little too much.
Again, we'll put it here in this video afterwards too, at the bottom too. We'll get to that. If it's not later on today or tomorrow, it'll be here.
Yes.
By the end of this week for sure too. And we'll post it again in the iiRcade community group too on Facebook for sure. And then I'm sure we can post that all over the place too. But yeah, we'll get you a link to that. Again, that is thunderstick.com is going to be where it's at though too. So just in case you're missing it here, you can always check out in, next week or something if you missed a link somewhere somehow.
Or go to one of my 500 Facebook groups. I'm sure it might be hidden in there somewhere.
All right.
Yeah, I think we've answered a lot of questions here. Yeah. Do we want to give our maybe last words and call it a day?
Sure. Is everybody doing you, me, everybody calling?
Yeah, I'm happy to jump in. Just again, it's been an incredible experience. I feel like it's still happening and it's still alive with Glenn's add-on here. And so I'm still super happy to be part of the community and keep an eye open and with the updates and look forward to ordering Glenn's solution, which is great. And it's been a pleasure working with both of you guys. I don't feel like we're going to be not be seeing you in the future. So it's definitely not a goodbye. It's just a shift in what's happened here. So thanks everyone in the community as well for being so supportive and understanding of everything along the way and being a lot of fun in our live sessions. We had a lot of fun trivia as well that gave out some good prizes. So good times, and we'll see you all again soon.
All right.
Colin, we gotta definitely go to that baseball game together.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Glenn, any final things?
Just like I said before, the iiRcade community's great bunch. I mean, the Facebook groups and other groups have always been a good bunch of people out there. And, I just want to make sure that the cabinet's legacy continues. I want to see people still enjoying it. I don't want people to do more things. I don't want to see the machine just sit in the corner collecting dust, which I don't think would happen anyway. But I just want to make sure that there's a growth path for it. And I'm going to, again, like I always do, make it the best I can make it, as inexpensive as I can with the best quality parts, make everyone enjoy the legacy of the iiRcade. I don't want to see this machine just go away. I want people to enjoy it. I want the fans of your system to continue to enjoy it.
Cool. Awesome. I guess I'll go too. I'll let the big man go last here. Yeah. So for me, at least too, again, I've already said a lot today. I feel like too, because I feel like I've been most of the talking, unfortunately. It's how it goes. But yeah, no, thanks so much everybody for supporting us the whole time too. It's been a wild ride for me the past 3 years here. Again, it's always been a dream of mine too, just like Zhang, to make a gaming console, and that's what we've done. At the end of the day, no matter what, nobody can take that from us at this point, because it came to fruition, it came to market, it's out there, it's in the wild, it lives, right? So it's been fun, it's been stressful, it's been crazy, it's been exhausting, but I wouldn't have had it any other way too. I'm a workhorse, it's how I go, right? So shout out again to all of our developers, especially because that's who I get to deal with all the time too. Shout out to all of our developers. They're amazing. Our publishers, our teams here, our engineers, our QA, our sales, our marketing, our PR, everybody, right? So everybody that I've got to work with the past 3 years too, everybody's been amazing. And I've gotten to work with all these fantastic people. So I've been super lucky in that regard as well too. So just want to say thanks to you all. And again, thanks so much for the community, because you guys are really the ones who support us, who buy the product, who play the games too with us too. And I'll see you all on the leaderboards a little bit probably later on today. And one last go for me, at least in Congo Bongo, to knock off probably Mr. Jerry at this point, I'm going to assume. But I will reclaim my throne before I leave. With that said, though, of course, for me, you'll probably see me, I don't know, sometime in the future, I'm sure. I don't know. We'll see what happens too. I'm a gamer for life. My degree is in games. I work in games. This is what I do, right? Gaming is my literal life, my career, what I enjoy doing, my hobby, everything, right? So for me, I'm sure you'll see me somewhere else too. If not here, if not there, somewhere, right? So, and again, I look forward to hopefully seeing you all maybe in September as well too. I'll probably still go there in person too, because I like supporting those guys. But yeah, so hope to see you all then. And I don't know. I think that's about it from me. But yeah, thanks again, and let's go to Zhang. Zhang, final words for you. Here you go. Mute. Yep.
I hope I don't cough during the session, during my talk. But I just wanted to say thank you, and I love you, everybody. You guys were and are and will always be my family and my brothers and sisters. iiRcade was created right, to make a dream happen. And even though we started it, we made it happen together with you. And we could not have made this happen without you. You are always part of it and will always be part of it. And I just wanted to say, everybody here, you should be very, very proud of what we've achieved together. So I'm very thankful for everybody, and I'm very proud of it myself, and I'll always be proud of it. Like we said, the legacy, I'm hoping that legacy will continue. Again, even though we're not going to be here as where we are right now, but you will be. And I want to make sure that you guys will continue enjoying it and having fun together. After all, iiRcade is what that is all about. For me, I saw a question before that what I'll be doing, what we'll be doing afterwards. So first of all, I need to get my health issue sorted out. I'm not in a good shape right now. But most importantly, though, I'm gonna go back to being a father, a dad. I haven't been with my family, my kids, for a very long time to make this phase to happen. And I feel really bad, and now I think I can finally go back. And I do have a lot to catch up. Then, while I was gone, the kids grew up too quickly, and I missed that phase. So I have a lot to catch up, but I'm gonna go back to being a dad. And also, I'm gonna go back to playing games. While I was working on iiRcade, I had no chance to play any game, but I really, really love, right? So I'm gonna try to catch up on playing games as well. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. I love you. You guys are all my friends and brothers. Let's stay as friends and brothers for the rest of our lives. And I've made a lot of friends and brothers during this journey, awesome journey. And let's keep in touch. Let's keep in touch and let's have some fun together. Let's drink together. Let's play games together. And we'll sing together too. Let's do that. And last thing that I want to say before I go is this community is all about having fun. This is supposed to be about having fun. I've seen a lot of what's the best way to put it? People cursing each other and things like that, and that's not what this is supposed to be. This is when nobody's doing this to give any reason for people to bash on each other. It's all about having fun. So number one, if we can, everybody just focus on having fun. And number two, it doesn't matter who the company is or whatever the company is. Please support this community. We've gone through it. We know how hard it is. All the other companies, Arcade 1-Ups, At Games, Unico, and other companies, we know how hard it has been to make this happen for them as well. I mean, these are all companies that we're working together with to make this community even better, right? So I really wish that bashing would go away on any persons or people or companies, and let's just hold hands and have fun together. So please do support the community. Please do support all the people who's trying to make great content on YouTube and things like that. Please support the companies who's trying to make this happen. Arcade, 1-Ups, At Games, and others. And again, lastly, please continue having fun with iiRcade. Please continue the legacy. Please continue the shows. I I watch all your shows and love them. So please don't take that away from me. Please continue the shows. Please enjoy, and please do. Please do continue having fun with iiRcade. And let me just say, let me just do this for the last time. One more thing. I love you guys. Love you guys. Really, really love you guys. Let's stay in touch. And Glenn's been stealing all my lines, so he owes me a lot of money, but I'm going to steal one of his right now. Game on.
Ooh, wait, I got $5 back. I got $5 credit.
You owe me $25 million,
at least
$75,000.
At least.
Love you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna let Zhang have a last goodbye before I put on this video. That's all. Yeah, okay.
You guys.
Let him say something. This is the awkwardness that we get all the time.
Love you guys. We'll love you for the rest
Everyone
of my
soon.
life.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How are you? This is John with iiRcade Live.
It was very difficult, but we found a sweet spot where we're able to make it so that playability is very comfortable.
With full HD ugly graphics, 80 watts of very powerful cooling sound, and compatibility very space. Phone to our speakers and try listening to it, and the sound is amazing. Sound is really amazing. Ta-da! Yesterday, we tested our first shipment from Korea to actually Chicago. I'm so glad that today's Friday. This week was hard. This week was very, very hard.
And today we're announcing the official Kickstarter launch of iiRcade will go live.
I loved it. It looks amazing. Many YouTubers, awesome YouTubers, have done posts on our FCC reveal, and they have some great information. So I would strongly recommend watching them. So everybody, let's be happy and let's have fun today. Woo! Yeah! Now, I wanted to give you the power to be able to track our ship. Very first iiRcade arrival. This is a milestone. What do you think, Michael?
We're going live. We're in the wild. We're almost there.
Let's do this.
This is iiRcade, an upright gaming cabinet that combines retro gaming experiences with modern technology.
And with that, we'll see you on Friday. That's all, folks. Woo!
And so think about that too. That was literally December 2nd. So almost exactly a year ago is when we got the first person who had it shipped to their home, which is amazing. So to think that this is where we're at in a year from now, right?
But our booth was like really, really popular, which I was really glad to see.
Round one, fight!
And I think the team is probably gonna continue adding a lot more stuff into it. So we're gonna have some fun with it.
Always fun to reminisce a little bit and see where things are and what's still kind of current things maybe coming up, right?
Hello, everybody. My name is Jung. I'm the CEO of iiRcade. I started this company because I'm a huge gamer. I'm a gamer of 40 years myself, and I am in love with gaming. Ever since I was young, I was a huge gamer, and I used to go to local arcades all the time, spend all my allowances on playing games, and thought when I grow up someday, I want to have an arcade at my house. However, I wasn't able to make that happen because these arcade machines were very expensive. So I decided to make my own machine and found out that there were so many others who were looking for the same. So I decided to start iiRcade so that we can make this happen for everybody.